College students are worried about their safety this afternoon. A student from Spellman was killed when a stray bullet struck her in the chest overnight. Right now, 19-year-old Jasmine Lynn's killer is still on the loose. Lynn and a friend of hers who survived were walking on the campus of Clark Atlanta University shortly after midnight when they were shot. And that's where we find CBS Atlanta's John Cater. He begins our team coverage.
And good afternoon to you. It is a murder no one can quite make sense of. Jamie Lynn was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Today, the entire murder is sending shockwaves throughout the community here at the Atlanta University Center. Friends and fellow students of a slain Spellman College co-ed console each other in the wake of an unforeseen tragedy. Teddy bears, flowers, and other mementos rest at the spot where 19-year-old sophomore student Jasmine Lynn of Kansas City was gunned down, the victim of a stray bullet.
Parents don't think when they send their kids off to school that my little girl is not going to come back. It just doesn't make any sense.
Police say shortly after midnight, Jasmine and a friend were walking on Clark Atlanta's campus when an altercation of some sort was taking place at the corner of Mitchell Street. One thing led to another. Eventually, shots were fired. One student from Clark was grazed by a bullet. Jasmine hit in the chest.
At some point, one of the friends actually heard the gunshots, actually saw the weapon and heard the gunshots and told her to get on the ground, and before she was actually able to get on the ground, she was struck in the chest by a stray round.
Hours later, students at the Atlanta University Center are mourning the senseless death. Some even played witness to what happened just outside of their dorms. Was she saying anything?
She wouldn't. I couldn't. I was in the room, so I couldn't, hear anything. But I just saw her. She was bleeding, kind of shaking a little bit. Probably the trauma. But it was dramatic. People were crying everywhere. It was a lot going on.
Meantime, friends have posted condolences on Facebook. This as Jasmine's last tweet was 1 week ago. She boasted of looking forward to handling another year of college.
It's just shock. Like, you can't believe that this is really happening, like, so close to where you go to school and whatnot.
And back here live at the scene where we are at James P. Brawley Drive in Mitchell Street in southwest Atlanta, you'll see a makeshift memorial is there in the distance. People coming by throughout the day trying to leave their condolences for Jamie Lynn. In the meantime, as for a suspect, police are telling me they have no information that would suggest the people they are looking for are students. Right now, they do have a person of interest who they are questioning. That person is not a student. We will stay on top of this story. We are live in southwest Atlanta at the Atlanta University Center. John Cater, CBS Atlanta News.
So are students safe? That is the question young people are asking out where we just saw John. That's that area there made up of 3 historically black colleges. We're talking about Spellman, Clark Atlanta University, and Morehouse College.
CBS Atlanta's Rebekka Schramm is live outside Spellman right now with what these different campuses are doing to keep their students safe.
Stephanie, of the 3 colleges, Spellman, the all-girls school, is the only one that's completely gated. But administrators here say you can't just keep the girls inside. You have to let them live their lives. The victim was killed just off campus.
Whitney Gordon and Rochelle Lefebvre are both freshmen at Clark Atlanta University. Whitney realizes it could have been her killed by a stray bullet overnight.
Oh, wow. I was blown because I was just about to go out there, but I decided to stay in.
But it happened to be Jasmine Lynn, a sophomore at the nearby Spellman College, killed by that bullet. Dr. Beverly Daniel Tatum is Spellman's president.
It's the hardest thing a president ever has to do is to call a parent to say that their child that they've left in your care is dead.
But that's exactly what she had to do early this morning. Dr. Tatum tells me Jasmine's parents are devastated. She said it's the first time in her 8 years at Spellman she's lost a student.
What do you say to parents who may worry about their children?
Well, we are an in-town campus. We are a gated campus, however, and so students on Spellman property feel quite safe. We've got security at every entrance, and so in that sense, it's a little oasis. In an urban environment. But nonetheless, our students venture out, and when they do, we urge them to use the caution that all of us need to use when we're out and about in a city.
There's a lot more police presence now in the area made up of Spellman, Clark, and Morehouse College. Students have organized a series of town hall meetings on campus safety. Whitney and Rochelle plan to attend one tonight.
I just want to hear what they have to say and if they're going to change any rules on campus or anything like that.
That meeting is at 6 on Clark's campus. Only students and faculty are invited. One thing's for sure, the police departments at all of the universities are sure talking a lot more with each other and with the Atlanta Police Department. Live off Spellman's campus, Rebekka Schramm, CBS 11 News.